3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
I was going to ask you, do you think humans will evolve beyond having hair in their toe knuckles?
Toe knuckle?
Toe knuckles. Do you
Is
know?
that between your toes?
Yeah, like, you know, you got your nail,
Yeah.
and you got your little knuckle, and you have like a tuft of hair on your toe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, weird then.
Football. Films. Bollocks.
Why?
Why do I think that, or why do
No,
we
why
have
do we have it? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, it's weird because we don't have hairs on our...
No.
Well, some people have them.
Some people do have hairy fingers.
Mine's got very fine...
I've got some there.
I can see it because
The
the sun's just come through your kitchen window. Like, I can see it a little bit. When I snapped my finger and I had surgery on it, I had loads of hair on one finger because it's been sweating and shit. But yeah.
Nice. So
FFB podcast.
6 episodes down.
1 to go.
With a few
recording session.
with a few faults that I think we're ironing out, aren't there?
Well, we've got the sound. We've got the sound.
I want to ask you, Jake, as a producer, when we'll have the perfect setup?
When we've got a studio, we can pay for a studio.
Because at the moment we've got a microphone on top of a placemat, on top of a cushion, on top of a kitchen table.
I think it's ironing out the bangs.
Yeah.
No,
it's sick. We're doing well.
For an independent podcast.
We've made it to 7 episodes.
We made it 7 episodes.
8 if you include the Paul Black Mall.
9 if you include the darts.
Paul Clapp.
Bumba Clap. Bumba Clap.
And the darts, yeah. God.
And
Can't forget the video.
You can't count the FIFA, can you?
You don't want to count it because you got banned, so...
We'll play it again and we'll POS. AJ Rhodes and Jake Doyle, the Citizen Kane of podcasts. I've done all this in the other episode. And the Purveyors of Bollocks, the 100% men podcast. The podcast that the men come to see.
Yeah, well, is that because we've had no women listen to it?
Yeah.
According to our audio boom.
My mum listened for a bit yesterday.
Yeah, we can call her a woman, can't she? Can't listen.
Well, I came out of her, so
yeah,
hopefully.
Wow.
Wow. Our Twitter handles at FFB Podcast. We're on Audio Boom, Stitcher, YouTube and iTunes. Leave us a review, please. Not like the review I give on a sort of takeaway.
Oh, it's an one from you.
No.
I can't be asked. I'm so hungover, but I can't be asked cooking.
Subway, man. I was going to get a Subway before I came down.
KFC needs to be open.
Fucking 10, doesn't it?
McDonald's as well up there. Anyway.
I've got a wrestler nickname for you.
Go on.
Head Cheese Toasty.
Head Cheese?
Head Cheese Toasty.
What? I don't get the head bit.
Head Cheese is a tag team from 2000.
Alright.
Guess who were in it?
Big Boss Man.
No.
2000.
Two very similar people to Big Boss Man. Al Snow and Steve Blackman. The forgotten tag team of the new
How do I not know that?
Steve Blackman, martial art kick.
Is he dead?
Steve Blackman, no, he's producing TV shows now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Al Snow's like a trainer, isn't he?
Al Snow's, I think he's
talking to a head somewhere.
It's just, that joke wore thin pretty quickly with me. Even
I liked it. Al Snow was good. He should have been pushed more.
That storyline culminated in Steve Blackman kicking a guy dressed as a block of cheese at WrestleMania 2000.
Nice.
It's the epitome of bollocks. But before bollocks, we've got some football, some films.
Yeah, well, I don't have any football.
Do you not have any football? Right. Have you heard about Johnny Evans, Gareth Barrett, Jake Livermore and Boaz Miles stealing a taxi in Barcelona?
Barcelona.
What the fuck was that? I
can't imagine pretty likely, to be fair.
Yeah, how did they not get... Well, Johnny Evans didn't. He got stripped of his captaincy, didn't he?
Yeah, but in terms of prosecution...
Yeah, no, you're
they
right.
just got away with Grand Theft Auto, so...
Literally Grand Theft Auto. They probably... I reckon they were playing it, got pissed, and then thought, you know what, we'll steal it.
Well, what's the story is that they were pissed somewhere, weren't they? And then they wanted food. There were no restaurants open, so we got a taxi out to take them to McDonald's. Is that right? Somewhere like that.
I was going to say that. Mackies.
Somewhere.
No wonder they're where they are.
And then...
losing to Huddersfield.
And then got the taxi drivers to go in for him because they got refused to get served.
Because they were that shit.
And then they thought we can nick his
I thought
taxi now.
Alcohol culture was gone from football.
No, I don't think it is.
I don't think it'll ever disappear.
Some clubs may be, like, you can't... Especially like your Arsenals, you can't imagine much.
Can't imagine. I was gonna say Olivier Giroud, but he's gone. You can't imagine like
you've got a lot of
Granit Xhaka necking a few pints.
Yeah, you've got a few that don't drink, obviously, and then you know Wenger, he won't even let you have ketchup, so he's probably not gonna let you have a pint.
Well, it's banned in France.
Yeah,
so they don't like the taste.
Mayonnaise, innit?
Mayonnaise. Ah, come on.
You don't have chips and mayo?
No, that's wrong. I don't like mayonnaise. I like mayonnaise if it's got like a different flavour to it, but it just tastes like congealed shite to me.
Yeah, you know what's good?
What?
Sriracha mayo.
Pardon?
Sriracha mayo. Yeah.
What did?
Yeah, it's got an hour after this.
Yeah. No. Sriracha. Do you think it's mental that Moussa Dembele hasn't been capped by France?
That is a bit mental, yeah.
Like the Spurs midfielder. Yeah. I think it's weird that he hasn't, because he's Belgian.
I'm going to say he's Belgian, so that's probably why.
TalkSport, Joey Barton and Alan Brazil were fucking banging on about it for ages, saying, "Oh, why hasn't he been capped by France? Because he's fucking played. He's played at a World Cup for Belgium and Euros for Belgium."
Do you listen to TalkSport?
No, I just heard this on Twitter.
Right.
The only time I've listened to TalkSport was I was driving from Harrogate to Brighouse, and the World Cup draw was on. I thought I was going to make it before the World Cup draw started, but I got stuck in traffic and had to listen to it. And oh my god, it was I thought I was on BBC.
I don't mind it on the morning. I sometimes do listen to it on the way to work.
I thought it was on.
Brazil.
Fuck, he looks like cholesterol embodied.
Yeah, he don't look well.
He looks like
there's worse ones.
He looks like he's actually going to burst. If you see a picture of him, his eyes are like bulging out of his bulbous
he's just
pink head.
He is pink. I don't mind, but on the way home, Darren Goff.
Drive.
I can't stand them. I would give Darren Goff
a microphone and time to airtime.
Like
keep touching his toes.
A permit to speak about football.
Does he speak football?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. That's the thing we talk.
It's completely different, isn't it? Like, it's just
because he likes. It's a bit like us talking about football and then giving us airtime in it. Really.
Yeah. No, but he thinks like he knows what's going on behind
the
scenes. We don't. We speculate. We don't know. Like,
well, we do know what's Phil Brown. What does he reckon he's doing on a Sunday morning when?
Phil Brown.
When he's not working, which he isn't today.
Phil Brown on a Sunday morning, car boot sale, I think.
Car boot sale.
Yeah, looking for some bargains.
And goes home and demands a sausage butty off his wife.
Yeah, brown sauce.
Do you reckon he ever goes into... Yeah, brown sauce.
Brown sauce, brown bread, white bread.
Brown bap. No, white bap.
Yeah.
Or is it a bam? Or is it a
bam?
Or is it a...
Where's he from? Up here somewhere.
Yeah.
He's northern.
It's
just generically northern.
It'll be a tea cake.
Tea cake. What do you call it? Like
bap tea cake.
Bap. Depending on the size though, doesn't it?
Butty, stotty.
Stotty.
I don't call it stotty.
Yeah.
That's more north east, isn't it? But he might. No, he's all north east, isn't he?
Yeah, he's Geordie, isn't he? Yeah.
I don't think he's set foot in his kitchen once.
No.
He gets his wife to do it.
Well, he's on the tanning bed.
Yeah. Can I have some Robinsons to go with this?
Oh, it's got to be a cup of tea, Phil Brown. Maybe a double bag.
No, he doesn't drink cups. If he was going to drink tea, he did drink Yorkshire tea for a while, but he heard that they make Yorkshire tea in India, so he doesn't drink it anymore, apparently. Have you heard that?
Well,
outrage. Yorkshire tea's not made in Yorkshire.
I saw someone was outraged, but to be fair, I'm surprised I can call it Yorkshire tea if it ain't. What's it got to do with Yorkshire?
Pick the tea and then bring it to Harrogate.
And then sell it.
Yeah.
So really, it's...
But can you call anything from somewhere? The only things that are protected, Cornish pasties, it's not under like the protection laws. Champagne.
No, do you know where tea came from? Well, why it got popular?
China, India.
The wife of Charles II, who was Portuguese. So Portugal drunk it for us.
Bastards. But then again, Portugal...
Nando's. Cause I had an argument with Chantel yesterday about Nando's.
Yeah.
I tried to tell her the history of Nando's, she wasn't having it.
What history did you give them?
The history of Nando's that I know is it is a South African rich businessman who had a son who was doing nothing, who gave him some money and said, go make a business.
Yeah.
And he had
named
a chicken
it after
shack.
One of their customers called Fernando.
See, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You just made that up, didn't you?
No, that's genuine.
And Perry is
his wife.
He's North African, inspired
Yeah.
with the North African settlers in Portugal.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But then, to be fair, Portugal did go around the world.
Because she started it by saying,
some
some guy at work was saying, we don't even have Nando's in Portugal. But it's like, well, yeah, but they've got peri chicken, haven't they?
Yeah.
But it's not a Portuguese business, it's South African.
Yeah, it comes from South Africa, and the sauce is Portuguese.
Yeah.
There you go. I
Not
don't know why we're
Nando's
talking
in too
about
long.
Nando's.
I need to stop talking about food. If I go to spend about £100 at Nando's and everything.
Sol Campbell was bitching about not getting the Oxford job.
Kicks off, doesn't he? Like every 2 years, Sol Campbell kicks off. It's just like a tradition now.
He was on the debate on Sky Sports with Charlie Nicholas and Jeff Reeves.
Has he done anything as a coach?
No, he was saying he got his coaching badges, and he's applied for dozens of youth team. And,
fair play then. If he's applied for those smaller jobs, then I have some sympathy. But
he's applying for small jobs as well. He's just because he went for the Oxford job, and then Craig Bellamy's getting it, and you think, well, what experience does Craig Bellamy have that Sol Campbell doesn't? He brought up his playing career, and then Jeff Shreves went mental because he's like, well, you shouldn't bring up your playing career because
Sol said he was playing. Well,
Sol Campbell.
Craig Bellamy's got arguably as much.
No, I
don't you think?
No.
Sol Campbell
Bellamy's never been
a career. Craig Bellamy's got more experience, I would say.
Has he not played? Has he played? I think he's played for like 5 minutes in a Champions League final, and he's never been to a World Cup or a European Championships.
No, it's not going to be national experience.
He's not played at that. I think he had. How long did he play for Liverpool? A couple of seasons. That's the only Champions League football he's had.
Man City, though.
Were they in the Champions League?
No, it was just that first sort of
half season
team under Sheikh. How good would have, and this is going to be like proper old now when this episode goes out, but how good was the Valentine's thing? Did you see that?
What?
Did you not see this?
No. What?
Man City tweeted out,
oh yeah,
Rose red, violets are blue, and some guy tweeted back, without Sheikh, man, so you'd be in League 2. Man.
The one was, Will Griggs on fire and your quadruple is 2.
After that was from Wigan, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Up the ticks, come on.
Up the ticks, 1-0, Will Grigg, up the ticks. I've tweeted that video out so many times on the podcast, I feel as though I shouldn't mention it. I was going to talk about VAR, but I really can't be fucked. After Juan Mata and United received an apology for those little squiggly lines that some fucker did on
no, that shouldn't have happened, should it? No. BT putting out some squiggly lines.
But I'm going to just fuck VAR. Double-barrelled team. I've got a double-barrelled team. You get all these double-barrelled kids that are running around playing football.
But you've got 11 of them.
No, I've got 18. I've got a bench.
Wow.
Yeah. In net, this was the hardest. Danzel sent Lewis Hamilton.
Where did he play?
He was a Stoke youth team player. I don't know where he plays now, but the name Lewis Hamilton's funny.
Yeah.
As a surname. It's spelt the other way to Lewis as well. I'm playing a 4-3-3. I've got Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back. Timothy Fosu-Mensah centre back with Benoit Asuakoto at centre back. More of a wing back, but I had to make room for Kyle Walker-Peters.
Of course, yeah.
The little child of Kyle Walker.
The weird clone.
Who are these? He's not from round here though, is he? Kyle Walker-Peters. I think he's from London. Maybe Kyle Walker's dad's inherited.
Maybe
Kyle Walker-Peters. Hence the. I got a midfield 3 as strong as balls, man. Nigel Reo-Coker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to him? Because he had that trial at Granada. I was thinking about it the other day because I was looking at Kieran Richardson.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
Him and Kieran Richardson went to Tony. Is Tony Adams still at Granada?
Fuck no, he lost all his games and then got sacked off.
Alright, that'd be why they're not there, I guess.
James Ward-Prowse.
Yeah, nice.
Alex Oxlade.
He should have got into the World Cup.
Easily, yeah.
And he was who won, sorry?
Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Yeah, of course.
Thought I'd play him in his favoured centre midfield, since he's been a little bitch. And then front 3 of Hal Robson, Canu, Dominic Calvert-Lewin and Sean Wright-Phillips.
Good team.
Yeah. My bench, I've jiggled this around since I first thought it up because my bench is Gary Taylor-Fletcher, Chris Bart-Williams, Craig McHale-Smith, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Colin Kazim Richards and Bradley Wright-Phillips. Bradley's not good.
Yeah, got to have Bradley there. So I don't feel left out.
Don't feel left out, yeah. Did you know Rey Mysterio was at Old Trafford?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, have you seen this, man? What picture here?
Nice.
Looking out.
Booyaka.
You said, it might have been, when we saw him at Wolverhampton, at the Molyneux. You said it might
Please tell me he sat in front of the shirts 6 and then 19. Oh,
No, he wasn't.
Who is 6? Is he at number 6?
At United?
Matic.
Pogba?
Yeah. So he could have had Pogba's shirt and then Rashford's. Oh,
Rashford's... Is Rashford...
De Gea,
is Rashford still 19? Yeah, of course he's... It's Rashford and Lukaku because it's like Cole and York. I've got a simulation for you.
If only it was actually like Cole and York.
Yeah. Two different sets of players, haven't they? Got a simulation for you from Football Manager 2014. What if Jose Mourinho took over Manchester United after Sir Alex Ferguson? How it should have been.
Go on, that sounds
from a United perspective, right? So, in real life, obviously, David Moyes, then Ryan Giggs and Louis van Gaal had to take charge before Mourinho finally came to United. And in the meantime, he won the Premier League with Chelsea.
Yeah.
And then got sacked. And then, what happens is Mourinho takes Man United to a Premier League title in his first season, 2014. Doesn't win any other trophies. And obviously with this simulation, Moyes stays at Everton.
Yeah.
Finished 4th in the Premier League.
Nice.
Everton. And Chelsea finished 6th without Mourinho. And they had Michael Laudrup. So
he's always there on Football Manager,
isn't it? But so Moyes ends up getting sacked in 2016 after they finished 11th in the Premier League, and Mourinho finishes 3rd in the Premier League second season, 3rd in the third season, gets knocked out of the group stage of the Champions League, but he stays there and then wins the Premier League the year after.
Sweet.
And at this point, Gary Bowie is managing Everton. Which is just weird.
Where's Keith Curle?
Probably on a sunbed opposite Phil Taylor.
Even Phil holding hands across the sunbeds.
Yeah. No character.
Nah, that sound good. I think that's, it should have been.
2 Premier League titles in 2014, 2017. There you go.
Yeah.
No Champions League.
I feel like it could have happened as well. If we got a good manager. No, not that I don't like. Well, do I like David Moyes? I don't know.
Louis van Gaal was a good manager, but
yeah.
He's been a bit sour bastard anyway.
I think he's a bit like past his time, isn't he?
Yeah. Have you got a Bebe watch for me?
I do, yeah.
Well, hey.
So I've got a few quotes
from Bebe.
Oh,
here we go.
I interviewed him about his time at United, didn't I? So
did you?
Yeah. From day one, my relationship with Sir Alex was like what a father has with his son. He is a person who trusted me without even seeing me play. It is impossible to forget someone like that. I will never forget the first training sessions surrounded by the best players in the world. It was something unique. And then he does add, I could have used the opportunity better when I was there. No shit.
Where did you get this from?
I asked him.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah.
Have you just made that up?
No, it's not made up, it's true.
Is it true?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. We've got Bebe endorsements. Does he have Twitter? Can he speak English?
Yeah.
Can he?
Yeah. Well, I can speak Portuguese, so it's alright.
Can you go on and give us a bit of Portuguese?
Obrigado. That's not... Yeah, that's right. I think, I don't know. That's thank you.
There's a lot of conviction in this Portuguese.
Yeah.
I get my cousin lives in Portugal.
He does appreciate Sir Alex. And Sir Alex was like a father to Bebe.
Well, should he give him quite a lot
I like
of
the
money.
bit where he's saying, he's a person who trusts me without even seeing me play. Well, yeah, we can sort of assume that, didn't we?
Yeah, well, his first touch against Scunthorpe, he blazed it out of the stadium. So
was he a Carlos Queiroz?
He was a Carlos
To be
Queiroz
fair,
guy.
when he's the one who kind of tipped off Ronaldo, then...
Yeah, he's sort of, I think, next Ronaldo. And Nani and Anderson.
Yeah.
You know. I had a dream last night that Anderson were playing for Newcastle.
Nice.
I woke up and it wasn't real. Come on.
I do miss Anderson.
I miss Anderson.
There's not enough Andersons.
He's living in Brazil listening to loud music as he sits on the bench of Internacional, I think. Yeah. Sad times. I've got an Ed watch for you.
Go on.
Oh no, you haven't given me actual... Is that all Bebe watch, or have you actually got some...
Yeah, he hasn't been playing for Rayo Vallecano. He's been coming off the bench, but that's about it.
So when we started this, he played and he made an assist for...
Let's see, I'm going to have a look.
He made an assist for Eibar.
He did?
And now he's dropped down a division, gone out on loan to Rayo Vallecano, gone back to his old stomping ground, and he's not even getting on...
They won 3-0 against Ayahuasca.
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 Huasca.
Yesterday.
They're top of the league.
He came off the bench.
You say yesterday, this was recorded 8 days ago.
Yeah, that's true. So he's going to go up either way. I mean, his CV's growing by the month. Bebe's by the look.
How old is it? 29 and something like that. I'm stretching your ear out.
You are.
I don't think.
I mean,
he will be in La Liga next season. I just think he'll get sold.
27.
27 in his prime. Yeah. You know what else is in his prime? Ed.
Apparently, in 2012, was on a salary of $600,000. So that'll be when you're at United.
A what? A year?
Yeah,
it's got to be a year.
Still good for Bebe, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
He's number 3 at Rayo.
His shirt number's number 3.
Yeah.
That shows how much they value him.
Does he play left back?
As a winger? Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, so Ed Watch, he's already eclipsed Bebe.
So this is your son on Football Manager?
My son on Football Manager. He's won the European Golden Boy winner.
Nice.
3 times in a row. No one's ever done that. No one's ever won it twice in a row. World Cup bronze medalist with England. And a double-double winner of the PFA Player and Young Player of the Year. No one's ever done that.
Sweet.
There you go. He's won the League and Champions League 1 year, and he's won the septuple, all the trophies. Halifax Town.
No, I wonder if he's going to play for England or Ireland.
No, he's already picked England. He's played at a World Cup, so bastard. Yeah, I need to sort my pronunciation.
The first Englishman called Doyle, possibly.
Colin Doyle.
Colin Doyle.
Is he English?
No, he's not
He'll be Irish, won't he?
Yeah. You mean the guy who cost £1 for Bradford City?
Yeah.
What a player.
Like Woolworths. I've got a pronunciation.
Yeah.
As we exit spot. Tim's here. I ain't got any backstory on Tim, but we'll see when I play him. These are 2 of your favourites, 2 French teams.
Yeah. Guingamp. Yeah, something like that, isn't it?
Guingamp.
Sounds a bit angry there, doesn't it? And these ones.
Valenciennes.
Valenciennes.
Well, that's just with a French twist. I mean, who made Tim an expert anyway?
Valenciennes.
Who made Tim an expert?
Yeah.
He's got a degree in zoology.
Well, that's not languages.
He's done a PG cert in European philosophy. So.
Did you know I've got a diploma in digital marketing?
Do you?
Yeah.
I've got a diploma in copywriting. It's got me fucked.
I've got a master's.
And obviously, yeah.
Dr. Doyle?
No, that's PhD.
Is it?
Yeah,
isn't it?
I don't want to. What could I possibly do a doctorate in as a media graduate?
Podcast production.
Podcast production. That'll probably be quite soon. Pitch off.
Yeah.
What do you want to do first?
Well, drop my film review.
Yeah, have you actually got some notes other than go watch Goodfellas this week?
I made so many Goodfellas notes as well, but I'm not doing that. I just want to start by saying Paul Thomas Anderson could direct a film about dressmaking, and I would be interested, which he has done, and I'm interested. Yeah. So speaking of Paul Thomas Anderson and the Phantom Thread, let's go back and look at There Will Be Blood. The best film I've ever seen.
Really?
Hands down. It's not my favourite film, but it's the best film I've ever seen.
See, like my best film I've ever seen is 2001, but it's not my favourite. It's probably my second favourite.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You can have your best guy, you can be impressed.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
that is it.
Best leading performance, Daniel Day-Lewis, of course.
Yep.
The master. Of method.
That's another film.
Method acting, which I think we should talk about method acting actually.
Go on then.
Amazing music by Johnny Greengrass from Radiohead, but denied an Oscar on a technicality. In no way.
You keep saying technicality, and I keep having flashbacks to that.
But the technicality was that he used bits from other music, so it couldn't be nominated for original score. But it was largely an original score, but he didn't produce all the music himself, but he produced most of it. Anyway, it's amazing. The music.
Would he have accepted the Oscar?
Why not?
If you were nominated?
For me, it's just a look at the human condition in terms of greed, and you've got that whole turn of the century oil outbreak in America.
Yeah.
But to be fair as well, Paul Dano is just as good for me as Daniel Day-Lewis in that film. Is really never gets mentioned, but it really should. It's brilliant.
You know he's in Black Mirror.
No, in the new ones.
It's in the Star Trek one.
No, it's not Paul Dano.
It's McPoyle.
It's McPoyle. It's like the Paul Dano.
It is. I thought, hold on, they've got Matt Damon and Paul Dano. Fuck, this is going to be a stacked Black Mirror.
Yeah. I think the first time I watched this film, I was really ill. And
it's not the sort of film you watch when you're ill.
No, it was good.
Yeah, therapeutic.
Yeah. But I could watch it again and again. It is a long film, but it's one of those that you appreciate the length of it. It's just you sit down, you sink into it. Honestly, what a film. Good twist in the way at the end, but I won't give that away.
Is that the bowling alley scene?
Before that, when about his son.
Oh yeah. I think it's. If that in, I think that's I mentioned last week with Under the Skin in BBC's 100 Greatest Films poll. I think There Will Be Blood's. I think it's top 5, top 10.
Yeah.
And in the words of Jamie from The Thick of It, there's no better film title other than There Will Be Tears. There will be blood and there will be tears. Playing
there
the same
much
auditorium.
blood, to be fair, is there? But
no,
I guess
but
it's metaphorical.
Yeah, metaphorical blood, emotional blood.
And the way, the direction's amazing, but the performances, it's just. I think I always appreciate a film where there's no real heroes or villains. Not that he's a hero in any sense.
Well, it's more realistic.
But
that's how I try to write my films.
Yeah.
I don't write them with that's why I can't watch superhero films.
Yeah, exactly.
There's over the top ideologies. Not everyone's ideology fits one plane where it's like, I'm all good.
That's it. And they're the best films where just questionable choices and decisions of every person in it, and
I'd say that's probably the best film we've done.
Because there is bits where you kind of root for him, and then there's bits where you just think is despicable human.
That's what it should be. That's how people are. That's how
exactly.
The characters should
be. And you've got the whole religion angle as well. He's a con artist in some senses.
Yeah.
Getting people on board with what he wants to do. With guys like setting up big oil
Hitler in there.
Companies in small towns, but then you've got Paul Dano who's got the small towns in the palm of his hand through preaching. So but is he as much of a fraud as Daniel Plainview is? That's a big question, really, isn't it? I think that's what it's really about. So
There Won't Be Blood.
There Won't Be Blood.
That's a sequel. Are they doing it? I heard some rumour that they were doing a sequel.
Really? I can never imagine
that's kind of fucked.
PTA doing a sequel.
Well, Daniel Day-Lewis won't be back for it, will he? So.
Well, he's retired now, apparently. We need to go see The Phantom Thread anyway.
No.
Are you not feeling it?
I am feeling it. I'm just not as hyped as his other films. Like his films. His Hard Eight, Boogie Nights, Magnolia, one with Adam Sandler in.
Punch Drunk Love.
I always forget the name. And then this. They're all world class films, I think.
Yeah.
I'd say. Even Hard Eight, his first film, it's fucking amazing.
Would you say he's a modern day Kubrick? If there is a modern day Kubrick, I think it's a toss up between him and Nolan. Fincher. Yeah.
Because in the way that he goes about shit on set, he's very meticulous and multi-take.
I like Fincher, but I think I've always been a bit hung up on him because of how many people absolutely rave about Fight Club, which is a good film, of course, but it's not. People really bash on it. But his other films are brilliant, obviously.
I think Fight Club's one of his worst films, really.
But he took time as well. He's not every film is brilliant with him. I think
Fincher.
You've got Alien 3, for instance.
That's not. I don't think you should really judge him on Alien 3 because it's more he was thrown in at the last minute and he's like, I'll get a director credit here. It's my first film. Fincher I think it's probably one of my favourite. He would be close to modern day Kubrick. His films are if you take out Girl with a Dragon Tattoo, I'm not really.
I like that. I even like that. Yeah. I'm disappointed it got dropped. Yeah. Because there was no sequels or anything.
No. Well, it's supposed to be 3 or 4, isn't it? But he's got Zodiac, Gone Girl, amazing film.
Gone Girl is amazing.
Panic Room. Another world.
But he adapts a lot as well, doesn't he? It's not original.
So did Kubrick never made an original film.
Yeah.
2001, you could say, was original because they were writing, both him and Arthur C. Clarke were writing it alongside each other.
Stephen King would probably say Shining is because he hates it.
Yeah, but
prefers a TV version.
Ah, yeah, but Stephen King's
Killer Bushes or whatever.
Misery. Does he like Misery?
I don't know.
The film version, because in the film they don't cut off James Caan's leg, and it's just broken in it.
Yeah, it is broken in the film. Yeah, I've not read the
But
book.
in the book, for anyone who wants to know, chopped off. It didn't take away from the film. It's just that's not.
What's the
that's
best
not loyal.
Stephen King film adaptation?
The Shining.
If you exclude The Shining.
If you exclude The Shining.
Have you seen the new It yet?
No, I haven't
seen it.
I haven't seen the new one. I wouldn't say the old one. That's a TV movie broken up into parts, isn't it? I wouldn't. That's probably my favourite if you exclude The Shining, but it's not the best. Probably Misery or Carrie.
What about Stand By Me?
I can't stand that shit.
What's wrong with Stand By Me? That's a great film.
Not into it, man. I don't know. I don't like it. Do you want to pitch?
Are you going to pitch Stand By Me?
I'm going to pitch something similar. Oscar bait. A bird watcher goes blind and considers suicide, but is stopped by his wife. It's the theory of everything meets Forrest Gump. Feel good film of the summer, but it's Oscar bait, so it'd have to be released in the window due to the Academy's regulations regarding release and distribution.
Could re-release it.
Yeah. The director is the guy who did Birdman. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce his name. Stars obviously Tom Courtenay as the bird watcher.
Yeah.
And Kathy Burke as the wife.
Casting, that's good.
The Neville brothers play hotel moguls who pop up in the third act.
Yeah, I'll finance that. yeah, every day.
Because it's got your trifecta of Courtenay and Neville's.
Yeah, and Kathy Burke as well.
Kathy Burke.
I went cast enough.
Yeah, that's obviously a fully English film, obviously.
Very English.
Tom Courtenay.
2 hour German listeners. And
Swedes. And
Americans.
Germans, France. No, our most listened city is San Francisco.
It's probably because people are listening to shut us down or something.
Yeah.
People, right.
Have you seen any ghost moths this week?
No.
You not seen any ghost moths? Did you know unmown grass is a breeding ground for ghost moths? Have you mowed your grass recently? I haven't seen you.
No. Well, it's been winter, hasn't it?
No, yeah, you don't want to mow that lawn.
Don't need to. Plus, to be out of here soon. Well, in a year.
Out of here. Okay, then do you want Chocolate World Cup?
Yeah, do you want to start?
Yeah, last week, massive controversy. Is double decker.
We had a draw, didn't we?
And Mars went to a tie.
So they'll both be there.
Yeah, well.
Where's the Chocolate World Cup going to be held?
On the Milky Way.
They
don't qualify as hosts, though. So, are you going to put forward Milky Way now?
No. It's Milky something.
Milka.
No, Milky something.
Milky.
Anyway.
Kit Kat peanut butter, man.
That's yours?
Kit Kat chunky.
Might as well not even say it.
Kit Kat chunky peanut butter.
Yeah, I want that through. I want that right now.
You want that? Yeah, I had one last night. Oh my god. It goes perfectly. If you're getting a meal deal, it's the perfect chocolate in the meal deal. Like yesterday I had ham and cheese panini from Tesco's. It's not, as we've discussed previously on the podcast, it's not the best meal deal in the world, but I had
a panini. What, cold?
Yeah.
Cold panini?
Yeah, I just brought it back home and toasted it.
Is that the idea?
In the grill.
That's the idea, like you eat it cold, because that's weird.
It is weird for a panini, isn't it? I had ham and cheese panini, big beef hula hoops.
Nice.
And
that's nice.
Kit Kat chunky peanut butter, and that's up there for a meal.
The
crisps are a bit questionable.
No.
I might have had prawn cocktail skips just to cleanse the palate.
Nice.
But the Kit Kat chunky peanut
butter. It's almost surf and turf when you have
peanuts.
Beef crisps and then prawn crisps.
Peanuts. To be fair, peanuts live on turf.
That's true.
What is turf?
What do you
mean? It's supposed to be like
when you have surf and turf.
Yeah, it's
so the turf would be a cow.
Yeah, but
so
everything lives on turf apart from seafood. So you could have cheesecake and lobster, surf and turf. And turf means grass. That are the cows that have done it, but
prawns don't surf either. So So my chocolate bar.
Fucking hell.
I've still got to say this Milky Bar.
Milky Bar.
It's shit. I don't even know why. I just thought I'd put a game in there for you.
To be fair, I do like a Milky Bar.
Perfect at a certain age. Tails off when you're an adult. Like
No,
you buy one as a grown man. You buy a fucking Milky Bar.
I had some Milky Bar. I had some fucking weird things.
Buy the buttons. To be fair, I would.
Are they the ones that are like Milky Bar but the minstrels?
No, just like chocolate buttons but milky. Like white chocolate.
I had some weird little things that were like they had the consistency and the texture and everything was minstrels, but it was Milky Bar.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
Did you never get them back in the day? Vice versa. They're like white on the outside, brown in the middle, and then you had ones that are brown on the outside and white in the middle.
Vice versa. That's a quality name for a chocolate.
I don't know why
bar,
they scrapped them. They're basically better minstrels.
You know, I don't know why they scrapped Dream Bars.
No. That's better than a Milky Bar. And if I bought a Milky Bar, I'd feel like an idiot. But I wouldn't feel like an idiot buying a Dream Bar.
Dream Bar. What happened, man?
I don't know.
Fuck Kraft.
Milky Bar, good tea factor, apparently.
Do kids have tea?
But it need to be a very... Yeah, well, that's another thing, isn't it? Need to be a very strong tea with colour of brown envelope or He-Man, which any tea should be that colour anyway.
Yeah. Oh, my dad makes a shocking cup of tea.
What, milky?
Right, you know when you put the milk in, do
Yeah.
you leave the tea bag in as you put the milk in?
Sometimes. I don't really dwell on that bit. Do you think you should take the bag out?
Yeah.
Why?
You leave it to brew. I put the sugar in as it's brewing.
Yeah. I don't have sugar, but if I want,
And then
put it in then.
Leave that brew for 8 minutes. Take the tea bag out. I've got a little house for the tea bags when they've come out of the tea.
What is it called? A bin?
No.
You don't reuse, do you?
No, I don't reuse. It's just if I'm feeling lazy and I don't want to go to the bin.
Tea bag house.
Yeah, you get a little tea bag house, and then add a dash of milk.
Nice.
It's got to be brown in it. My dad.
Oh yeah.
My dad pours half a pint in.
You see some, don't you? And you just think, why even bother?
No, well, relative of mine, she's 7. She makes a better cup of tea. I'll just put that out there to Dad if you're watching, listening. Also, Cadbury's who's going through in that, by the way?
Yours.
Yeah.
Every day. I think that's for me. I think that'd win the World Cup.
Ah, it's up there, isn't it? We've got 8 qualifiers, 4 of each. Starbar, Dairy Milk Caramel, Whisper Gold, Mars, Kinderfinger, Boost, Double Decker, Kit Kat Chunky Peanut Butter.
Boom.
What we're going to do is
good.
the last episode before the World Cup, when we do the group stages of the Chocolate World Cup, we're going to do a draw live on air.
Yeah.
6 groups of 4 because there's going to be 24 teams going through. Chocolate bars going through. That sounds like a good idea.
That sounds brilliant. And
I've got
through. It's going to be a good time.
It's going to be a good time. I've got a chocolate.
I think I'm looking forward to that more than the actual World Cup.
Depends how England doing it. If they get, I have a sneaky feeling they're going to draw 0-0 with Panama.
Yeah, well, I probably won't even get to see the Panama game.
It's at 12 o'clock, innit? On a Sunday.
I'm camping out the night before at a wedding. So, I have no idea. Is it 12 o'clock? I thought it was 2. If it was 12, I have no chance.
It's early afternoon. It's either 12, it's either 11, well, it could be from 11 till 2. I don't know.
Hopefully we smash the first game. And
first game's Tunisia, isn't it?
But we want to smash Panama, don't we? So we don't have to have it all to play against Belgium.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, they should beat both of them 3-4-0.
Yeah.
But
should we beat Belgium?
No, I think they'll both play out as
a draw.
But to be fair, Group H is quite easy. I fancy us against any of those because it was in it like Japan.
Yeah. It's then after that, isn't it?
Yeah. So if we get a draw against Belgium or lose to Belgium, we'll finish second.
I need to draw though and get you so far. Won't it? You'll only ever get to the quarterfinals, and you've got to play someone good.
You got to play someone good. Yeah. Unlike Euro 2016 when you could play no one good until about the semi-final.
Yeah.
Get through like Wales.
And we still struggled.
I've actually got some chocolate news. Cadbury's announced how cream eggs are pronounced.
No, yeah, but then they did go back on it, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah.
Bastards.
Thank God.
Apparently it's
creme egg.
Creme egg. They've got. They've taken the piss.
Have you had a cream egg yet? I don't know.
Oh yeah. I like those twisted ones you get in Cadbury Zeros.
Yeah, probably better than the actual thing, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, should we do... What do you want to do next?
I've got... I've got a comments section, so I've got a Just Eat review. A long-awaited Just Eat review, right? I won't say the name of the restaurant just in case whoever wrote the review throws shit at their windows. So
do you want me to read this out?
Yeah, you read the star ratings out as well.
So 1 star for food quality out of 6. 1 star for restaurant service, but 5 star, 6 star delivery time. If time wasn't infinite, our food might not have arrived. We waited 3 hours, and courtesy of 2 phone calls, we got our food. Our food, if you could call it such molecules as food, was cold, greasy, and bordering on offensive. I joked with the delivery driver that I shouldn't pay him, but he laughed in my face with his smush, with his smug Russian hat. We all tried to beckon him to the house as he almost drove past. If you have taken GCSE biology, you might recognise the cheesy chips as a mouse's brain or a frog's innards. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, solid meal though. Solid meal. I enjoyed mine. I mean, whoever ate it enjoyed theirs.
Did you really drive past?
Yeah. Mental. I had to jump out of the door and see you at 11:30 when we ordered at 8. So.
Wow.
I haven't got any philosophy of CJ Demou this week, but I have got some trivia.
Of CJ Demou?
Yeah. His husband's allergic to pets.
All pets?
All pets, but anything can be a pet.
How? Yeah, I'm going to say a lizard isn't a hamster, is it?
Is a slave a pet?
Do you think they have a slave? Is that what you're trying to say?
No. I was talking about CJ Demou with my mum yesterday.
Yeah.
First thing she brought up was, didn't he get arrested for pushing that one in the canal? Yep, yeah, he did. So I know all about that shit.
Yeah, he did. I watched Eggheads this week. Got quite into it and I lost. But
CJ in it by any chance? He didn't speak about his former colleagues. He replied. That's his stock reply on Twitter.
I like how on Eggheads you've got some who are clearly a bit weird and some who are just normal. Some of them are alright.
The contestants?
No, the Eggheads.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them, Barry. Could have a pint with him. Some of them are just strange.
Barry, I'd love to have him as like a granddad. It looks like a hedgehog.
Yeah. Well, there's Dave Benson Phillips on it now as well, isn't there? So. He looks alright.
I hope he is that and gets his own back on you.
They had a team from Yorkshire. Oh, what were they called?
A team from Brighouse won it a few years back.
They were called. They had a T at the beginning of the name. You know, being all Yorkshire, like whatever.
T in the park.
It was Tit Village folk. That were it. Which didn't even make sense anyway.
No one does that. Anyone outside of Yorkshire, no one pronounces that as T. It's implied.
Yeah, so
going to shops.
I don't know if they put it in or they were forced to put that T in, but Jeremy Vine insisted.
I bet he thought it was a right laugh, and he was
every
smug
time
southern face.
Said it about 20 times, and he kept going. But then the worst part of it wasn't the fact that he did the T thing. It was that he decided just for that day he couldn't say folk properly. He was saying folk. So he's saying Tit Village folk. It's your turn next, and it's like, you know how to say folk, you bellend, don't you?
Jeremy Vine probably thinks anything above Nottingham's like Middle Earth.
Well, that's what I said. These people are anything north of Watford.
I hate that's the north-south divide, because then Birmingham is north when it's fucking not. Wales isn't even in the north-south divide because it's so
like Twitter argument on something.
Ipswich. That's
where do I start? Where the north is?
South Yorkshire, Derbyshire for me. That's where the north starts.
Yeah, Derbyshire upwards. Yeah, I go with that.
Derbyshire, Nottinghamshire.
Yeah.
But then these people in like Aberdeen who say north starts in Glasgow.
Yeah, Scottish north, innit?
Well done to Scotland beating England in the Six Nations, by the way.
Yeah, well, that was 3 weeks ago now, wasn't it? So I
feel like 4 months ago now. I've got a baby song for you, another wrestling theme song for you. Do you want me to give you a clue? They're from like, this song I think is 2000. 99, 2000.
Part of the song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not getting that.
You're not getting that?
I think I need a clue.
You need a clue. It's a tag team from 2000, late 90s, 2000s. And one split off and became really good.
The world's greatest tag team?
No.
One split off became really good. Right.
Yeah, who are
yeah.
Yeah. I've got you That's the reason for the noise.
JBL.
Yeah.
I remember watching that episode when they're like, if you lose, you're fired or something.
If you lose, you're fired.
Yeah, and
yeah.
JBL was like, just let me carry on as a solo guy, and then who knew that it would become such a
cunt.
Well, yeah, as a character.
I don't know as a person.
I don't know enough about him. Imagine he's a Trump
he goes
spy.
around fondling guys.
Oh, right.
And knocking people out when he fancies. So,
yeah. Oh, right, yeah, I get it. Who was the tag team guy called? The damn guy, Farouk.
Yeah. Ron Simmons, aye. So have you got...
is he dead?
Is he dead? No, he's alive and kicking. Straight into our hearts.
What do you want now?
Conspiracy, if you got one.
Oh, what about my recipe?
Have you got a quick dish?
Quick dish?
Is it full of cholesterol like mine? Then?
It's my keema.
Keema, oh, go on.
So you brown some mince in. This is a proper recipe, like yours.
Whoa, my all day mess is a prime recipe.
So yeah, cook mince in a pan.
I've done that before, yeah.
Season with salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Remove that.
Olive oil.
Put it in a bowl. Put chopped green pepper and or peas, because traditional keema had peas in, but we don't have peas in this house. And onion into the pan.
Have peas.
But before you do that, get some chilli and garlic going till it's soft. Bit of tomato puree, onions, peppers, beef stock, half a litre, paprika, cumin, garam masala, toasted mustard seeds.
Who are you putting in the garam masala?
Garam masala's in there. Fennel seeds.
I haven't seen him in ages.
A pinch of hot chilli powder. 10 minutes till a saucy consistency is formed. Or more if you prefer it drier. You can't really go wrong with mince. So.
No, you can't.
Towards the end, bit of coriander with rice chips or whatever you like.
Ooh. Oh, that sounds nice. Probably coming home to that. I've got a gammon dinner on the table when I go back.
I'm going to Sally's, I can't wait.
Yeah.
For dinner, but I'm going to last.
For dinner, you're gonna clarify that one.
Yeah, my conspiracy. We're smashing on.
We're smashing on, yeah. I like that. I'd have that.
Yeah, it sounds good, doesn't it? Are the children in Ed, and Eddie dead? And is the cartoon set up in purgatory?
Fuck me.
So the gist of it is this fairy posits that the kids who inhabit the cul-de-sac in Ed, and Eddie are actually dead, and in reality the lives they led actually take place in the purgatory-like setting.
Yeah, well, yeah, I like it as a theory, but the thing with me is all cartoon theories, because cartoons are supposed to be like happy and all this, and for kids, all the theories seem to be really dark.
Yeah. Like
in Peanuts, Charlie Brown's got cancer.
Yeah.
In Recess, they're all dead. In SpongeBob, it's a nuclear fallout. That's why he's talking sponges and shit. Yeah. Ash Ketchum's in a coma.
Yeah.
Why does it have to be so dark?
But this one's probably the best, I think. Yeah. So, the evidence. The theory points towards facts such as the children's tongues are green or blue. Yeah. And your tongue does turn blue when you die. Yeah. The lack of adults in the programme, which I suppose, like you say, happens in cartoons. You don't see a lot of adults.
Cow and Chicken is
just the legs.
The parents' legs.
Yeah.
The Dexter's Lab.
Dexter's Lab. You do see them in that, don't
you? You don't see the mum. Oh no, you do.
You do
see the mum.
Also in Ed, and Eddie is an endless summer, so it's always summer.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So
in the earlier seasons, they always
the whole series takes place in the same area, so we never leave that cul-de-sac.
No, there is. They did do a series like in 2005-06 where they went to school.
Right.
And it just went, oh shit.
Yeah, I don't think reboots count ever. We've rebooted Powerpuff Girls as well, you said, didn't they?
Oh, it looks god-awful, yeah.
And the whole thing about Ed Double D's hat, what's under a hat. So a lot of people think he's hiding a surgery scar or a tumour.
Autopsy,
yeah. Which is not uncommon if you had childhood cancer to have a scar, I guess, and wear the hat. That's a bit deep, isn't it?
Childhood cancer?
Or maybe he does have hair, it's just he's too attached to his hat for emotional issues, which I suppose don't really tie into the purgatory thing, but that's just another way to look at why.
Well, he could have had surgery, like you say, let's entertain that he's a kid and he's got cancer, for a dark theory. He might have had surgery and then it came back and he died.
What is that? Yeah.
Brightening up your Monday mornings.
And each child is at a different point in history, so I've got a picture to show you.
Yeah, I've heard this.
You've seen this?
I've only heard the...
so each, like, you've got Rolf there, who's like 1903 farmer. You've got Jimmy.
Jimmy?
That's his name.
Johnny?
Johnny,
Jimmy's that one there. Johnny's Great Depression, is he Great Depression?
Yeah.
That's why he's got toy plank.
Toy plank. And then you've got Ed himself, who's like in 1939.
Ed, which one? Oh, Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie.
He's supposed to be like a con artist or something.
Yeah. 53, you've got like those weird guys, the weirdos.
Ed and Sarah.
Yeah. And
why are they from 1953?
And then going up to 99, like you say, you got Jimmy, and then 2000, the kid with the braces, which is quite a modern thing, I guess, isn't it?
I think it falls apart a bit.
It does fall apart, but the earlier ones...
I heard Double D, is he down as like the 80s or 90s?
Yeah, he's got to be like, he's like a skate boy.
It's because his love, I read that it's for his love of technology.
Right.
In the 80s, obviously, post-moon landing.
He's down as 89 on this.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense. Fall of the Berlin Wall. Is that what they're going for? Who's on 1999? Is that Kevin?
Jimmy, innit?
That one there. That's Kevin.
That Kevin, yeah. Well, see, I should know the names, but...
my favourite cartoon growing up.
The Canker sisters are demons in this purgatory.
Fucking hell.
And they have normal tongues.
What, every single one of the characters, the kids, has a blue tongue?
But yeah, apart from the Canker sisters, which have normal tongues. That is weird, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll have to go back and rewatch these.
So for me, I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah. Because I think it's all fake, isn't it? Yeah, but
you can apply.
You do hear these things out. Like, you hear about Tim Burton when he worked for Disney. He like wanted to sneak little darker bits in and stuff. So I think there probably is
the Wizard of Oz
elements
with a little munchkin hanging.
Yeah, it's not true though, is it?
No.
Thank God. That used to terrify me. That.
I hated that film anyway. So.
Yeah, so I think there's a sneaky guy working at Cartoon Network, or more than one sneaky guy who's...
The thing is with this, you can retro apply it. Like if you like, I do that all the time with, if in my writing I just retro apply like some theories. Is your stomach squeaking?
I don't know, possibly.
Might be the fridge.
Probably.
That mouse in your fridge. Yeah, like you can retro apply these things after you've written it and brought it out. So I think that's... I don't know if you can give it a rating, because it's like it is true, because that's what your perception of it is. It's like Eraserhead. David Lynch never releases what it's actually about and tells people to go, and he says I think he said that he hasn't heard the right meaning
to him.
Yeah, to him. But it's open to interpretation, and it's a world-class film. Last week I said, did I have that in my top 5? I didn't, did I?
I don't think you did.
No, well, it is in my top 5. There you go.
Eraserhead.
Sub out Interstellar, I think.
Oh. Yeah, so honestly I think, like you say, it isn't bad interpretation, but I think the most suspicious part is the tongues, where the Canker sisters got normal tongues compared to anything
I think
the way
the colour
as well, but
the colour aesthetic of it is a bit off anyway, I think, because, well, Ed's got a purple head.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm going to say
well, it's off and then it's right for 3 characters have said, right, we'll give them a normal coloured tongue.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But I think that's because they're in a complete different. They're at the trailer park, aren't they? So they're in a complete different environment. Do you want to know my top 3 conspiracy theories?
Yeah.
Cartoon conspiracy theories. I've only chosen the ones that I haven't heard of, and 2 that I haven't heard of, and one's my favourite. Salad Fingers.
Yeah.
Salad Fingers is a cannibal.
Right.
Yeah. Simpsons. There's loads of ones about the Simpsons, including is Matt Groening a time traveller because of how he. I heard this one because of all like the FIFA corruption and Donald Trump.
Time traveller is trying to warn us about stuff through.
Yeah, through
the
Simpsons.
Sure it's just
9/11. 9/11's a big one, isn't it? I saw someone tweeted this. It was an episode aired in 2010 about America winning curling gold.
Right.
And they beat Sweden for it. And it aired in 2010. So the Winter Olympics in 2010 would have aired around the same time as this episode. And then people are claiming, they've predicted it because America beat Sweden. Also, in the team of Homer and Marge Simpson, so it's the mixed doubles, which wasn't around in 2010, 2014.
Right.
And America didn't win that. And also, Russia came third in their prediction, and Russia didn't come third in the men's curling. So, fuck Simpsons. But this one, Chief Wiggum and his wife are brother and sisters.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Which explains why Ralph is a dumb cunt.
Yeah, and they are quite similar.
There you go. I think that's just Simpsons built off stereotypes. I think it's just built off a stereotype of police officers and thick people.
Incest.
Incest. My favourite one is Rugrats. All the babies in Rugrats are dead. They're all in Angelica's imagination. So Chucky died with his mother as an infant, which explains why Chucky's dad's nervous all the time. Tommy was a stillborn, causing his dad to go mad and spend all his time in the basement building toys for his son that he never had. And one of the families with Phil and Lil, they had an abortion. So in Angelica's mind, she makes them twins because she didn't know what gender they were.
Wow, I just got very depressed
very quick. Sour in it. Shall we end it on a high note with some League Cup final trivia?
Yes.
Name the 5 clubs to have appeared in a League Cup final but not lost a final. I'll preface this with only one of them are in the Premier League at the moment.
Wow. Huddersfield.
No.
So what's the question?
5
have not lost, or
5 clubs have not lost in a League Cup final. Swansea.
So that's the one Premier League.
That's your one Premier League team.
This is tough.
Give you another clue. I'm not sure on the divisions here. One of them's in the Championship. One of them's two of them are in League One, and the other's in League Two.
Leeds.
Not Leeds.
Sheffield.
Which one?
Bath.
No.
Portsmouth.
No. Right, we've been talking about one of them earlier. We've spoken about 2 in this episode. One, very briefly. It was a callback from a previous episode.
West Brom.
No.
Man United.
No.
I'm struggling.
We've lost a League Cup final.
I know. I'm just saying.
Wolverhampton Wanderers.
When did we mention Wolverhampton?
Mysterio got over.
Oh yeah. Oh, previous. Yeah.
Oxford United.
Really?
Mentioned though. I think they won it in the 80s. Blackburn Rovers. Surprised they haven't lost a League Cup final.
Yeah.
Won in 2002. And Swindon Town.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got any of them.
Wouldn't have got any of them.
No.
Not even Swindon.
Not even Swindon.
So at the hour mark, we've done. March is upon us.
March.
Talk about time travellers. Fuck Matt Groening, we're the time travellers.
We are the time travellers.